kids in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the Big Apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He couldn't have been better last week. Simply an incredible rushing performance. It's the Jags and the Texans next on EA Sports.
He originally opened in 1995 at Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to...
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be a return from deep in the end zone, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week. How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
From the 25 on second down. Fields. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Fields. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 20. A first down throw for Mills. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week. 5 catches for an even 100 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Illegal block in the back.
Offense. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. On 4th down, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw is Mills. Mechie has it on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Mills. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mills. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Now Mills. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Barkley, inside handoff. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Holding. Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's a give up the middle. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards on the ground. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this one in for the Jags touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Mills. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars getting set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here's a give to Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. After the sack on 1st down, Fields looking in zone for Jones. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mills now. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, Mills. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Garrett Stanley. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Barkley. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got some room to operate. Touchdown, Jaguars! Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, putting the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mills over the middle. That's caught by Mechie. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mills. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And some room to work. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go to Barkley again, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A first down carry for Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 182 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Barkley, inside handoff. There they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Barkley, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backward. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So that will be a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st and 10, Mills. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Mills swings this one out wide for Pierce. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Mills' throw going to be caught by McKenzie. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Mills. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Back to throw. Mills. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mills again. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mills to the air again. Now this one complete to Smith. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come after this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this one. No.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said...
And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Here's Barkley, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people in the NFL.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0-0-5. That's all we have left here in the 4th. One last shot from Mills. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor. Yeah, this one is gone. This time is run out of this ball game. That is this defense.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my